all the way from Austin, Texas, believe it or not. I've been in Blooming Grove literally all morning. I was at your elementary school earlier today. If some of y'all have brothers and sisters that are in elementary school, they heard my voice. We spent some time together. We were wilding out and having a good time. I am here today because I made a promise. I made a promise to 4 young ladies who I believe are in the audience today. And as a man, especially to my fellas, listen to me very closely. As a man, I gave these ladies my word on something. And as a man, it means the world to me that whenever I give my word on something, that I fulfill my promises as a man, which is something that each and every one of you, not just the fellas, but each and every one of you as human beings on this earth should value. Value your word, because your word is your bond. So if I call your name, what I'm going to do is ask you to please stand. I would like Miss Chloe Davis to please stand. Miss Emily Davis to please stand. Miss Tiana Glenn, AKA Riri, could you please stand? As well as Miss Anna Flores, if you're here. You young ladies, these young ladies that y'all see who are standing in the audience today, they changed my life as a man. Through talking with them, they inspired me, and I made a promise to them. I made a promise that I would come to this school and that I would spend time with each and every one of you. So ladies, I am here to fulfill the promise that I made to you. I don't want you to think that I was just talking. So y'all be seated, because I know you're shy and I know you're tired of standing. Go ahead and be seated. Everybody else who's in the audience, give those young ladies a warm round of applause. It is an honor, better yet, a privilege, to be here in the city of Blooming Grove, to be here with each and every one of you. I'll say honor and privilege because I have the amazing opportunity as a speaker to literally be here and be able to look into the eyes of young men and young women who are going to grow up to change this world and who can literally accomplish anything, and I mean anything, that each and every one of you choose to set your minds to. Now, I know some of y'all have heard individuals come into your life and tell you those same things. So y'all are probably saying to yourselves, yeah, TC, I've heard that before. But I'm going to separate myself from the field today by actually giving you all the blueprint as young men and young women as to how you literally go about accomplishing your goals and your dreams, how you set your goals and your dreams, and how you literally force life to bring you opportunities. You see, I'm the type of individual, I don't just talk, baby. I walk it like I talk it. Shout out to Migos. I walk it like I talk it. So that's why, since you've heard somebody tell you that you can accomplish your goals and your dreams, I'm going to take things a step further and show you how you actually go about doing it. So what I want you all to do very briefly before I get into the message, I want y'all who have cell phones to pull those out for me. And you're not going to be in trouble. I'm not asking you to put them down and to not look at them. I'm not doing that. But if you have a cell phone, pull it out. Because you've heard the saying, knowledge is power. I don't believe that. I believe applied knowledge is power. And the only way that you can apply the knowledge and wisdom that I'm going to drop on you today is if you actually take notes on the 3 principles that I give you. Because you have to utilize it as a way in which you can stay accountable for yourselves for what you learned from me today. So if you don't have a phone, then go old school. Pull out a pen, write these 3 principles down on your hand, write them on a piece of paper, write them on your shirt. Young men and young women, I don't care what you do, just write these 3 principles down. Now, there's one thing that I do when I do it everywhere that I speak. It doesn't matter what state I'm in, doesn't matter what city I'm in. And it requires a little bit of your audience participation. So on the count of 3, I need each and every one of you to yell out TC Speak as loud as you can, and we're going to get this thing started. Let my energy serve as your energy. Man, y'all out of class. Y'all ain't even got to learn right now. Be thankful for that. All right? So on the count of three, yell out TC Speak as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's get into it then. I'm giving you 3 principles. Principle number 1, if you have the ability to see the PowerPoint, you can see it, but if you don't, listen to me very closely. Write this down. This is the blueprint to accomplishing your goals and your dreams. Principle number 1, never forget who you are and what you come from. or where you come from. Never forget who you are and where you come from. Know who you are and know you from Blooming Grove, Texas. Shout out to BG. Never forget who you are and where you come from. When I first met these 4 young ladies, that was the question that I asked them. I asked them, like, yo, where are you from? And they told me, they said, we're from Blooming Grove. And like your typical male, I was like, oh yeah, as if I knew exactly where that was. But I didn't. And as soon as those ladies left out of the portable building when we were together at a summer camp, I got on my iPhone, my trusty iPhone, and I looked up Google Maps. And I found Blooming Grove, Texas. And I was like, yo, bruh, I know exactly where BG is. You see, I travel Highway 31 to go see my family in a small city called Tyler, Texas, that's straight down Highway 31. So I've been traveling I-35 to Highway 31 literally all of my life. Been passing the exit of Highway 55 for Blooming Grove, Texas more times than I can count. So once that showed up on my screen, I was geeked. I was hyped because this is the beginning territory to East Texas. And what I want you all to understand as young men and young women is I want you all to understand that you need to take pride in bringing from Blooming Grove, Texas. You need to be prideful that you're from this region of Texas as a whole, because there's a certain strength that comes with this. I want y'all to own and embody the fact that you represent that 903 area code. Poke your chest out a little bit. Walk with a little bit of swag. Have a pep in your step, because this is a special region of the state of Texas to be from. And never forget that and be prideful of it. I'm going to explain to you exactly what I mean and why I tell you these things. Some of you all have been raised around agriculture, right? Hit that next slide. Some of y'all have been raised around agriculture. So therefore, you know what it's like to have to wake up early in the morning and have the responsibility to feed or take care of your animals. And then your life looks something like this. You wake up early in the morning to do those things, and then you'll go to school. And then after school, you'll take care of your homework, but some of y'all have jobs, you work jobs. And then on top of that, you'll come home in the evening, take care of your animals once again, and wake up early in the morning to do it all over again. To some of my fellas, you may know what it's like to have to stack and throw hay bales during the summertime in this brutal Texas heat. These are things that people from the city just can't get with. That takes a certain physical and mental toughness that each and every one of you all have been doing all of your life. You are already one step ahead of the competition. It doesn't matter that you come from BG. It doesn't matter that you come from a smaller town. You one step ahead from folks in the city. And I know some of y'all are sitting there saying to yourselves, man, yo, TC, like, bruh, what do you know about the country? Like, what do you know about this way of life? You wearing some shell-toe Adidas with some skinny jeans and a t-shirt. What in the world do you know about that type of life? And if you're looking at this screen right now, what I'm going to show you is, listen, I'm one of the blackest cowboys you would ever see. Don't let this fool you. I told you my family is from East Texas. I ride nothing but paint quarter horses, and I've been raising black Brangus cattle ever since I was young. That picture is a picture of my son. I'm raising him to do the same thing. Because I've done those things, that's why I understand what it's like to be in your shoes. And that's why I tell you to poke your chest out a little bit. Listen, man, never judge a book by its cover. I'm pure country at heart. As a matter of fact, I know he's old school to y'all, but I stay with George Strait up in my tape deck. I stay with him on my iPhone because I'm pure country at heart, and I never let that go anywhere. Never, ever judge a book by its cover. It's not about what you see. It's what lies beneath in that person, so don't judge. Look to the left and to the right of you. These people, y'all have been around each other literally all of your life. Y'all are more closely tight-knit than you can ever imagine. BG is a close community. Y'all know each other. Y'all know each other's families. You know each other's kin. Therefore, it is your sole duty to look out for each other. Don't put each other down. Lift each other up. Your goals and dreams need to matter as much as the person to the left or to the right of you. It should be your goal in life as a human being to ensure and do whatever you can to make sure the person to the left of you or to the right of you or your classmates get to accomplish what it is that they want to accomplish in life. And I know a lot of folks come to you and they say, chase your goals and your dreams. But ask yourself this question: how many people actually take the time to tell you that there is an actual difference between a goal and a dream? Because in this country, so often we sit here and we talk about goals and dreams, but then nobody ever breaks them down, so much to the point where young people actually grow up thinking that a goal and a dream are the same thing, when in all actuality, they are totally different. You see, if nobody's ever told you before, a dream is your destination. A dream is your end all, be all. If you want to be an athlete, that's your dream. You want to be a singer, an actress, that's your dream. A doctor, a lawyer, a beautician. Those are your dreams. It's your destination. But what a goal is the step-by-step process that you have to take, the things that you have to accomplish to get to that dream. All right? There is a distinct difference. You want to be a doctor? It should be goals of yours to start getting all A's in class, to get to college. From college, you go out and you do your residency. From your residency, you start to open up your private practice. That is an example of the goals that you have to do if you want to ultimately accomplish your dream of becoming a doctor. A lot of people say, accomplish your goals and dreams, do whatever it is that you want to do. But in doing so, you have to believe that you can actually accomplish what it is that you say you want to do. See, a goal and a dream, it all starts with your belief system. Yeah, you write down these goals. Yeah, you have a dream, but look at me honestly and say to yourself, do you really and truly believe that you can go out and accomplish what it is that you say you want to do with your life? No dream can be accomplished if you first and foremost don't believe in yourself. So know who you are. Be proud of where you come from. By all means, shoot for the stars because you'll land on the moon. You've heard that saying, but I'm here to tell you, man, the first thing you got to do is you got to get your tail up and hop up in the rocket first. You can't get to the moon and to the stars if you don't get in the rocket. And the only way you're going to get in the rocket is if you believe in yourself. But once you accomplish your dream, because I know that you all are going to do whatever is necessary to do so, when you get to that point of accomplishing your dream, I want you to shout it from the mountaintops that you are from Blooming Grove, Texas. And you ensure that you stay loyal to your soil. Everybody say loyal to your soil. You got to stay loyal to your soil and never forget where it is that you come from. Miranda Lambert, a native East Texan from further down the road. She was from Lindale, Texas, on the other side of Tyler. Nobody knew where Lindale, Texas was until Miranda Lambert made it in country music. Jamie Foxx, famous entertainer, comedian, entrepreneur, does it all. Nobody knew where Terrell, Texas was in East Texas until Jamie Foxx stood up and said, yo, this is me, I'm from Terrell, Texas, this is where I'm from. And he put the city on the map. Matthew McConaughey, famous actor, grew up further down the road in East Texas in a small city called Longview. People didn't know where Longview was until Matthew McConaughey started shouting it from the mountaintops. So what I'm asking you all to do is stay focused on who you are. And when you climb that mountain, when you get to the mountaintop and you tell people that you're from Blooming Grove, you say it like everything else is on the line. Shout it from the mountaintops. Never be one to forget. I'm anxious to see which one of you are going to put this city on the map. Which one of you are going to grow up and one day have a billboard here in Blooming Grove because of what you've done or accomplished with your life. Never forget who you are and what you come from. That's principle number one. Now that we understand what goals and dreams are, by a show of hands, how many of you all have a dream? Who has a dream? My man, I'm glad you raised your hand right here in the white shirt. Did I say Dallas Cowboys on it? Come on down here for a second. Who has a dream over here? My dear with the binder, you've been taking notes right here in the pink. Do not give up with a donut on the front. I like that, girl. Come on down. Come on down. I need one more male. Give me a male. Who has a dream? My man, right here, gray shirt. You just turned around. Come on down. Come on down. You all give these people a round of applause and give them your undivided attention. Give them your undivided attention. Come on over here, my dear. Don't be scared. Hey, you representing for the ladies, all right? You represent for the ladies, so ladies go first. What I want you to do is tell everybody your first name and what your dream is and what grade you are. You do that? Man, take it away. Hold that microphone like you own it, baby.
My name is Annie, and
what grade are you?
6th grade.
And what's your dream?
To be a gymnastics teacher.
Man, gymnastics? Man, everybody give her a warm round of applause. So my dear, is it Amy? Is her name Amy? Andy? Can you hear me, baby? Keep going. Keep going to your seat. You're fine. Come on over here. So gymnastics is what you want to do. So we're looking at the next Simone Biles, right? All right. So in other words, some goals that you have to have are probably you're going to have to study really hard, make sure you take care of your homework, because mama ain't going to let you do what you want to do if you don't got the schoolwork, right? And then on top of that, what I want you to do is I want you to sacrifice for what you want. Spend less time on the TV and less time on the phone and do everything that you can to be the best gymnast that you can be. Listen to me. Simone Biles, by the time she was 18 years old, she had won 10 gold medals. 10 gold medals, but there's no reason why you can't do the same. You hear me? You're beautiful and you're smart. Go out and accomplish your dreams. Y'all give her a round of applause. All right, with the fresh line up. Got the Bart Simpson haircut up top. I respect that. All right, first name, what grade, and give them the dream.
My name is Degrees. I'm a sophomore, and my dream is to become a professional basketball player.
Man, y'all give him a round of applause, round of applause. The only thing that's gonna stop you from accomplishing that dream is yourself. So promise me this, find yourself in college, get yourself a scholarship, but the main thing you gotta take care of is your academics. Straight up?
Yes, sir.
Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Man, put the city on the map. Put the city on the map. Give them a round of applause. Boom. I like you. You wearing Dallas Cowboys, boy. I can spot that way from the stands. That's my team. We going to the Super Bowl. All right. Come on up. Give me your first name.
Dwight Price.
Mr. Dwight Price. What grade are you?
I'm ninth grade.
Ninth grade. Listen to me. Pick your head up. You got a lot to say. Don't be shy, all right? These people, you got their attention. What is it that you want to do with your life?
I want to become a Major League Baseball player.
Man, clap that up. Clap that up. So I'll tell you, like I told the other gentleman, the only thing that will stop you from accomplishing that dream is you yourself, my man. But you got everything necessary inside of you to accomplish it. Don't waste any time. Start doing it. Can I get a handshake? Oh, don't shake it soft. Shake it like you mean it. Shake it like you mean it. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, my brother. Y'all good. Goals and dreams. Y'all understand the difference now, right? Do you understand the difference? Make some noise. Y'all understand the difference? All right. You understand the difference. Dreams and goals. And the reason why I asked the young people to come up here is because I want each and every one of you to understand that you have a voice. And your voice matters. If we want this country to get better, if we want things to change in this world that we live in, we have adults in the room, but young people, this is going to be your country one day. So don't think that you have all the time in the world. You need to go ahead and accomplish the things that you want to accomplish so that you can better this country that we all live in. So principle number 2, write this down. In life, you always have a choice. Write that down. In life, you always have a choice. The reason why most people don't make it to where they want to be in life is not because of the city you grew up in, not because of your economic background, not because of your family's situation, not because of your skin color, not because of your gender. Those things are real life situations and real life circumstances, yes, and some of us are going through those things right now, and they're challenging. But at the end of the day, recognize that it all falls down on you to make the choice. And you're either going to make the choice to make excuses and quit on life, or you're going to be the type of young man or young woman who rises above it and says, you know what, no matter what, this is my situation, but I'm going to deal with it, and I'm still going to accomplish any and everything that I've set out to accomplish. It all comes down to you and a decision or a choice that you make. Most people don't make it because they listen to those voices in their heads. That voice that says, ladies, you're not beautiful enough. Or that voice, fellas, in your head that says, you're not handsome enough, or you're not smart enough. Or these things happen to your family members, A, B, and C, so therefore those things are destined to happen to you, so why even try? Why don't I just quit? You have to play the card that you're dealt. People don't make it because they give up on themselves. It's not the world that blocks you from doing what it is that you want to do. It's you that's blocking yourself from the blessing that's waiting on you. Give yourselves a chance. Don't beat yourselves up worse than the world already intends to do. You never, ever give up on yourself. You have to be your biggest supporter. Even when it seems like the people around you don't understand your goals and your dreams, all that matters is you understand your goals and your dreams. And check this out, by doing that, you'll bring those people full circle in their own time. But you got to believe in yourself. Play the card that you are dealt. Some of you all, you've lost somebody who's very near and dear and close to your heart. Some of you have experienced death of a loved one. Or maybe some of you in the audience, your parents may be going through a divorce or have recently divorced. Understand that if you lost somebody who's very close to you, I'm sure there were some promises that you made to that individual. Maybe there's some things that y'all said that you were going to do. Ask yourself if you're living your life in such a way that you're bringing honor to that person by living up to your end of the bargain. I know it hurts. I know it's painful. I know it crushes you, and it even brings you to tears. But at the end of the day, you got to make yourself a choice with yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I doing everything with my life while I have breath in my lungs to bring honor to that individual who's no longer here? And if your parents may be going through that tough time, if your parents are going through that struggle, listen, you should be the last individual that your parents have to worry about. Make the right choices with your life. Ease the burden on your parents. And check this out. By you being a light in darkness, it can change the hearts of your parents. And it can make them better individuals. Don't think that because you are children, you can't change the hearts of even adults. Do you hear me? Believe in yourselves. Play the card that you've been dealt, man. Play it like Uno, draw four, skip you, wild card. Do all of that stuff to ensure that you never, ever give up on yourselves. You got to make the choice. Pastor and evangelist Chuck Swindoll said it the best. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you choose to react to it. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you choose to react to it. Young men and young women, it's all about choices. And a choice is something nobody can ever take away from you. That power lives within you. How many of you, by show of hands, have ever heard of a man by the name of Thomas Edison? My dear, you in the black shirt right here on the front row with the maroon background, don't get nervous. Thomas Edison is the inventor of the light bulb, right? And electricity. See, I wasn't going to put you on the spot, honey. You got nervous. You like, oh, this brother calling on me. You okay? But that's all he is, right? But did you know that Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before he invented the light bulb? 1,000 times. He documented it. After he invented the light bulb, he was asked by a reporter, how did it feel to fail 1,000 times at the light bulb? And Thomas Edison looked at him boldly and he said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. It was just an invention that took 1,000 steps. Can you imagine if Thomas Edison would have gave up on himself? We might not have electricity like we have right now. But he didn't give up. He believed in himself. No matter what the circumstances were, he made the choice to say, I'm never, ever going to give up. I'm going to see this thing through. I have it in me to make this invention life. And I can bring light. And I'm thankful for Thomas Edison, bro, because I couldn't brush my waves the way that I want to in my hair without that electricity. In life, you always have a choice. I don't care how dark it is. Always remember, at the end of the day, you hold the power. You hold the key. My third and last principle. I want you to master the art of positivity. Master the art of positivity. Young men and young women, look at me very closely. You all be responsible for your own change. Be responsible. Take some initiative and some ownership and be responsible for your own change. Don't look for your parents to be responsible and walk your hand and work for change in your life. Don't look for these teachers to do everything for you and be responsible for it. Don't look for your friends to be responsible for that. You have your own life. You'll be responsible for your own change. And the first step in doing that is mastering the art of positivity. And what I mean by that is literally being the type of individual that wakes up every single morning, understand that it is a blessing to wake up in the morning. Why? Because somebody didn't get the chance to do it, but you did. So what will you do with your opportunity? No matter how you cut it, you're blessed if you wake up and you have air to breathe in your lungs. It's very simple. So if you master the art of positivity, you wake up knowing that you're excited about whatever life has to throw your direction, whatever it is. There's a positive energy that comes from that. And positive energy is contagious. Some of you all may already have somebody in your life who's just a positive type of person. Like they're always upbeat. No matter what it is, they'll make you laugh. They'll get you excited. They'll be happy. And it's contagious. Positive energy people help bring out the best about you. That's why you have them as friends, because you want to continue to be next to that person because it makes you feel good. And the best thing about positive people is you'll notice that they literally force life to bring them opportunities. I talked to you about forcing opportunities to come your way. This is how you do it. You force them to come your way by always being positive and upbeat. People who are positive and upbeat, you'll notice that they always get the chances. They always have people who are willing to go out on a limb and help them. And it transfers over into the business world. When y'all start getting older and you start working the corporate ladder, you'll start to see that positive people are always the ones who seem to get promoted to make the most money. It's because if you put a positive person in a business infrastructure, that positive person will make the people around them better as a team. And they'll work hard and they will perform. Therefore, they will add value to any organization that they are a part of. You've got to focus yourselves on being positive. LeBron James never steps out on the basketball court thinking, oh man, they're about to dominate me. LeBron James steps out on a basketball court and he is going to make the person guarding him wish he never even played basketball in the first place. Because he believes in himself and he's always staying positive. Tom Brady, same thing. He believes he's going to go to the Super Bowl. When my man Drake gets on the microphone, I promise you, he's trying to crush the beat every single time. And he never gets on a beat that he knows he's not going to crush because he has that positive outlook. Some of y'all have iPhones, man. Do y'all know that Steve Jobs was actually fired from Apple? And then they brought him back because he was that type of dude. He was just that good. And he had a positive belief in himself that he could create inventions that would go on for life. It didn't matter what other people said about him. We're going to have iPhones and MacBooks for generations to come. It's a mindset. You have to work at mastering the art of positivity each and every day. And I want you all to start small. Treat people with respect. Treat people the way that you want to be treated. Give compliments to people and actually mean it. Go to the lunch table, sit with somebody you've never sat with. Talk to that individual, learn a little bit about their story. And listen, when it comes to utilizing your words, young people, choose your words wisely. And if you wouldn't want somebody to say the same things to you that are leaving your tongue, then by all means, please don't say them at all. Keep them to yourself. Come to the classroom, give your teachers the utmost respect, and let them know that you value your education and take them seriously. Master the art of positivity. You young men and young women will change the culture. You will change the outlook of this town for generations to come. Adults will look at you and you will change their hearts. When you master the art of positivity, I need you all to start focusing on eliminating the negative people in your life. And most of you already know who those negative people are. You just haven't been bold enough to step up and say something to that boy or that girl and tell them, look, yo, you got to get it together. I can't keep hanging around with you. Because if you keep hanging around the wrong people, you're going to look up in 10 years, you're still going to be in the same place, stuck wondering what happened. And what happened was you had a goal and you had a dream, but you surrounded yourself with the wrong people. Therefore, you stayed in the same place over and over again, and you never accomplished anything, and life passed you by. Make it a point to not be that person. So have that conversation. Think about those individuals tonight and say to yourself, look, we're going to have a talk tomorrow, and I got to let this person know I'm about something. I want to make something of my life. And if they ain't about that change, then they can kick rocks because they ain't a part of my life. Those are the type of decisions as young men and young women that y'all need to think about making right here and right now, because time waits for no one. You seniors especially, y'all going to be graduating real soon. This year going to fly by. What type of decisions do you need to make to get ready for the real world? You can't hang with chickens and expect to soar like eagles. Last time I checked, chickens can't fly. And right now, y'all hanging around some people who are like chickens, but you got dreams wanting to go to the moon and the stars and fly like eagles, but you ain't gonna do it as long as those chickens are in your life. And that's the old school terminology. The people who are here and adults, they've heard that before. That ain't nothing new, that was sweet that I made up. You can't hang with chickens and expect to soar like an eagle. And I know some of y'all are saying to yourselves, yo, TC, that's all well and good, but what do you know about mastering the art of positivity? I told y'all before, I walk it like I talk it, and I would never dare to tell you young people about things that I haven't experienced in my life, so I'm gonna keep it brief. Mastering the art of positivity is what got me out of alternative school when I was in high school because I had issues with alcoholism and had trouble with the police. Mastering the art of positivity is what got me a full ride football scholarship out of junior college to San Diego State University. Mastering the art of positivity is what helped me get out of a wheelchair when I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, a brain disease, at the age of 21 while playing football at San Diego State University. Mastering the art of positivity, young people, is what allowed my wife and I to look back at each other when doctors looked at us in our faces and told us that it would be difficult for us to have children because of the health issues that both of us have. And here we are with 2 children in the game with hopefully 2 more to come. Mastering the art of positivity is what woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, excited to come here and speak to you all as young men and young women, spend all day here in Blooming Grove, give 2 speeches at the elementary school, give a speech here with the middle school and high school, and then come back and be at the church house this afternoon. I walk it like I talk it, and if I can do it, there is no reason why you all, young people, the generation of tomorrow, the future, can't do it bigger and better than what I do it. It's just a choice. It's the blueprint. I need every single one of you to stand to your feet. Every single person in the audience, if you are able, stand to your feet. You ain't got to talk to nobody. Keep it hush hush. Listen to me very closely. If you are able, stand to your feet. Middle schoolers, I didn't stutter. Y'all stand to your feet. Stand to your feet. And what I want y'all to do is repeat after me very briefly. Repeat after me. I will never forget where I come from. I will never forget who I am. In life, I always have a choice. And I will master the art of positivity. Y'all may be seated. Give yourselves a round of applause, man. That last slide, flip it and we'll get out of here, and I'll get y'all out of here. You heard me use a lot of these words. Believe in yourselves, young people. You see a shirt that I'm wearing right now. It says BOSS. It spells the word boss, as many of you already know. It is an acronym where each word stands for something. The B stands for believe, and these are the same lessons that I gave to the elementary school kids before I got to you. No dream can be accomplished if you don't believe in yourselves. Nobody can believe and love on you like you believe and love on you. Be your best cheerleader. Once you decide what you want to do with your life, be ready to overcome the adversity, which is what the O stands for, overcome. Because once you decide what you want to be and what you want to do, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be the hardest thing that you ever could imagine doing, but it's worth it if you really want it. Work on your goals and your dreams every day. Every day you should be working towards doing something that you want to do for the rest of your life. Strategize. Come up with a plan. That's what the first S stands for. Strategize. Come up with a plan. Write down what it's going to take for you to get to where you want to go. Look at people who are already the elite, who are already the best of the best with whatever it is that you want to do in your life, and you emulate what they want to do and put your own twist and swag on it. The last S stands for sacrifice, because no dream, no goal can be accomplished until you sacrifice something. I don't know what you're going to have to give up in your lives, young people. It may be the television. It may be the music. It may be talking to your boyfriend or your girlfriend on the phone all night long. But you're going to have to give up something to accomplish your goals and your dreams. So BOSS, what does that spell? So like a boss, young people, accomplish your goals and your dreams. I got one more message to give at 6 p.m. tonight.